Hello, hello, and welcome to more art stream, where we're going to be doing some art for the channel banner to commemorate our time with Psychonauts. I think it's pretty obvious choice to make it me in Rasputin's outfit. So we got a render for the game, a render from the sequel, the box art, some concept art, and another render. I'm gonna try and aim for this pose right here, if I can, and I think we're gonna be having another bean scale, Brian. So we're gonna be pulling from the scale right here. My Night in the Woods version of me. Let's just rip the head off a different one just so that we have the correct colors on the hair. I'm gonna try and not cough too much. I'm still in the state of recovering from a cold as of the time I'm recording this. Ooh. Good thing I'm on the whip player, but I gotta fix that right there. All right. So yeah, we're gonna keep the height of this version of me for sure. So let's start meshing out a little bit of. Let's kill the body, kill the whole body, I think, and just keep the head height. Maybe the head height will adjust. We'll see. Actually, no, don't kill the body. Because I can actually use that as a framing setup. So let's first try and get that hat drawn out. Hold on, let's move this reference down. Hang on. This reference is actually really a good looking one, but let's slide this reference down, and we'll slide over to the other one if I need to at any point. Let's, for now, just pull out hot pink while we, while we rough out the shapes. God, again, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try my best to not be coughing. Alright, so it sort of dips down in his brow in that one, but I don't think it... Oh, I guess it does in all of them. It'll probably look better if I avoid the brow dip, though. Yeah, so let's... Right where my ear is, he's got, like, little circular cones. So we're gonna go ahead and use that to represent those for right now, and then switch over to a lighter pink. Maybe I will have the semi-dip like that. Alright, and then I want it goes and basically wraps around the face. His hair does stick out a little bit, so I'm gonna leave this bit of my hair showing, but I think that's again be the only part of my hair that shows, except, well, maybe I'll have like a ponytail coming out, we'll see. And then do this. Go down like that. Hang on, I should actually make sure it goes all the way down. Hang on, I have cough drops. I should pop one of them in my mouth. Coffee, drop. Alright. And then let's do... It's gonna be a little bit lower down on my overall head shape than the hair, because my hair puffs up, you know? That's not the finalized shape, but it's a roughed out setup. Let's go ahead and start deleting all this hair that's left over on the edge. I'm gonna need to carve the shape of this hat down by a lot, I can already tell. There we go. Yeah, because I want it to be a lot more of a skin-tight vibe. But we're gonna do that now. Let's pull, I like this shade of brown right here. And we're gonna start doing the outline of the hat. Just like that. Yeah, it's a tight little aviator hat he's got on. Let's get this thing because it's got it's got less compression going on. Okay. Putting together, like trying to map this out in my head a little bit, you know? It doesn't stick out from his head a whole lot, so I have to actually think really hard about what the shape of my head is underneath the hair, you know what I mean? Which is a thing I've never really had to do with a lot of these. Yeah, that's pretty good right there, I think, for the shape, the general shape of it, although I have made it so that the shape of the mask is facing toward me rather than the direction the head is facing, and there we go, that little change I think did what I needed. Let's pull out a nice yellow and figure out how these goggles are gonna look. I'm thinking something like this. And that's sort of for the lens positioning. Let's use a light blue. You want to use very bright contrasting colors when you're mapping out the shape of things, you know, in order to help you figure out how things will be positioned. So I think we're gonna have the lens just sort of stand out at the edge in a manner. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a fantastic representation of the goggles now. So his goggles, yeah, they're sort of a greeny silver depending on how the light hits them. So we're gonna, let's use the silver shade from, not this armor, from this blade. And the red of the amulet here for this part. And the connecting strings. And I think... Is that supposed to be them reaching down and connecting to... Oh, I see. The metal part is shallow and then it becomes like a leather extension on the helmet. That's sort of what the interpretation is supposed to be, or at least it's like it's a metal loop and then a leather strap on the side to help it hug the face better and more comfortably. That's what's going on there. It's easier to tell on the ones where it's pulled down, but it does in fact connect to the ear. So hang on, let's get a lighter leather shade. And I'm gonna pull that right there. And let's use that for the actual coloring here. Man, I want to do more with Outer Wilds at some point in the future on the channel. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to sit down with ARM and play. And I just want to do something with it again. I've gone with too stark of a difference in color between the outline and the base, so let's just brighten that outline a little. I'm trying to get the head right first, because I know that it's gonna... I knew from the get-go that it was gonna be a harder part on here. He's got these big red stripes that run through where the eyes are. And, okay. We're gonna use this red shade right here for the red stripes. So it's gonna be like this. There we go, that's the other ear extending out on the side. Well, no, yeah, I don't think you would see the other ear, never mind. And now what I want to do is a little bit of this action. I also think I used too pale of a leather shade for the center a little bit. There we go, that looks a lot better. And there's like a little metal clip there. So we're just gonna do that to represent that. And I do think I want to make, actually, the more I look at it, should I make the little balls on the side of the head bigger? Or are they, yeah, they need to be a little bit bigger, hang on. Let's do this real fast. No, that's too big now. But with that, it's not quite high up enough, so let's just move it up a little, like that. There we go. There we go. That looks very nice. for the side. And I actually do think the red line's a little bit thick on the thing, so we're gonna do this, I think, and see how it looks. Oops. I think that looks pretty nice. And that's hinting at the red stripes that run over the top. Because that's all we can really do, sadly, is hint at them. I think that's the hat done. Aside from lighting, which we'll handle later. So the next part is working out his outfit. He's got a green scarf. Do I have a version of me that wears a scarf? I might already have that, which could... I've not put a scarf on any of the... Oh, hang on. What about in the old... Oh, speaking of saved things... We finished Rebuild, but I don't actually need to do new art for the Rebuild series. I can just revive this old boy up into the sprite layer, or this old girl, I should say. So we got Zombie Me in here now. Let's just lower her other foot to touch the ground. Make some small changes to the girl. Shit. So there we go, now that's in place. Why did I make the... Hang on, I don't like that the glasses are shaded different than how everything else has them. The eyes are weird on it for some reason. I feel like some sort of artifacting effect had to happen on the eyes at some point or something. There we go. And let's actually also, just for a visual flare effect, because it's supposed to be missing an arm, let's pull the red from Goat Me's horn. There we go. Bloody hand. I like that. Yeah, I'm missing an arm. And the hair is sort of draped over to cover the wound. Let's get back to this, though. Alright, so we gotta get Raz's outfit mapped out, and we gotta get the hand positioning right. So let's delete the hands over here. And pull out a nice bright yellow. So hand one is going to go out and up. And hand two is going to just extend out because they're not facing the camera doing this pose. Now, we already have an arm that we can grab to help us figure this out. So I'm just looking at all the things. We're going to steal this arm from here and shrink it down. That's what made me remember the fact that I had to do it. Flip horizontal. So, I notice it reaches, it's going down instead of up. There's an easy solution to that. We're just gonna, at every spot where the pixels go down one, flip them to instead go up one. And then we've straightened it out, kind of. Now we want to do this effect. And we don't need that hand. Honestly, I was thinking we were gonna have to shrink the arm. Well, yeah, we definitely will need to shrink it a little. I know the colors are wonk, but we're not worrying about color right now. We're just getting a form factor at the moment. Alright, there's a general arm shape. And the hand... let me find my most intact hand for it. Help me... hang on. Anything good in the old, saved guys? Figuring out a good hand pose. Okay. I think we're gonna want to pull the hands off Fallout Me, and sort of use them as partial reference. Edit, flip horizontal. Alright, there's hand 1. And over here is hand 2. So he's got 2 folded in and 3 out. 3 out are the 3 facing us. So we're looking at something kind of like thumb goes out, finger 1 up, finger 2 up. Something kind of like that in vibe. Alright. Problem we have with this hand is the thumb is facing away, but we can actually make a very quick change. And now the thumb is in the foreground with that 1 pixel change. Backmost finger, frontmost. Backmost, frontmost. Look at that. It's a single pixel changes which side of the hand we're looking at. Isn't that crazy? Of course, the hand's gonna be a little bit smaller because this is a shrunk down Brian. Hang on, I'm just looking over at... Yeah, these two is a little bit of mental reference. Rotate horizontal. No, rotate 90 degrees, that's what I was looking for. So we're going to want to take this hand and do this. And this. And all of these fingers down by 1 as well. Now it's a little bit of a smaller hand. We want to hide the pinky. And the biggest problem now is the thumb is going in the completely wrong direction. Now we need to re-reveal the parts of the hand that are hidden as a result of that flip. Hang on, Hands are, like, the worst thing in the universe to draw. Hang on, so... No, okay, hang on. I'm doing this all kinds of wrong. Alright, so hang on. I just posed my hand, like, in front of me in this position. And what I was treating as if all of his fingers were straight. But they're not. He's, like, reaching the fingers out a little bit when he does the pose. Like, his fingers extend forward. Like if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm describing this well. So what I need to do is, hang on. Take this and just rotate it a tiny bit. That's the sort of shape the wrist area is gonna be in, right? He's got 2 fingers curled in, 2 pointer fingers out, and a thumb out. So if we want, like, the thumb... This is sort of like the main palm of the hand. The thumb will go like that. Pointer finger will go like... No, it needs to go up more. Like, that's sort of the pointer finger. With another finger coming out into view. Hang on. Behind it. Are we making sense here? And you would be able to make out, like, some curled fingers just about, maybe, depending on how you do it. Because I'm pointing the pointer finger higher in the air than the middle finger. So the middle finger is the one dipping down right there. So with that interpretation, what we want to do now is... Does that look right? I feel like... Hang on. Let's... There we go. And now we just loop this in like that. And you see how it's kind of the pose? If you were looking at this hand from an inward angle a little more. So let's put that on here for now. And I'm actually gonna have to change its color later on. Because he's wearing gloves. Now, we're dealing with a similar but different situation with the other hand, where the thumb is no longer facing us. The thumb is going to be completely out of view. We've got 2 fingers on full extend, so hang on. Let's erase the thumb from the equation. 2 on full extend, but 2 curling inward. Right? So we're gonna get an effect kind of like this going on. Gotta shrink it down because it's a smaller person hand. Now see, this finger here is still a little bit too visible. What we need is bring the hat back into frame a little more. Shrink down the hand size a little more. And I think we got it. It's kind of like a bollock, but that's okay. The limbs in Psychonauts are absolutely fucking spindly, but we're gonna give our guy actual limbs. Alright, let's, he's got a green striped sweater. So, I'm gonna use the brighter greens from up here. And let's just go ahead and get all of this green right now. And he's got the green, like, scarf situation going on, so... Oops. Or, oh, it's a turtleneck. It's not a scarf. He wears a turtleneck sweater. I see. And then, to get the stripe pattern going, we're gonna grab this. I'm not worrying about the edges of the sweater, because that's gonna get covered up when we start drawing on his little coat. And his is tucked nicely into his jeans, so let's just take these jeans that we already have and straighten out the situation going on here. No, stop, I'm trying to switch to the brush. There we go. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm gonna use these jeans. I think we need to pull a tighter pair of jeans out. Like the ones that are being worn by this me. Oops. Now, of course, we need to shrink that waistline a little bit. Let's grab that first. Alright, and he wears nice dress shoes. Again, I can steal that set of shoes off a different version of me. Hang on, let's just... Boom. And boom. Boom. This whole part needs to click in just a little. There we go. There we go. We're getting a good setup going. Let's slide this reference up just a little bit. All right. And he's wearing like a leather jacket. All right. Do I have a leathery shade on any of the leather jacket shade? Not really. We'll just use the. In the in-game model, the leather jacket is just sort of a little bit darker than what he's got going for his hat. So let's do this. Just like that, and there we go. You know, Raz is really like very... It's weird. He's like a blend of like straight lace appearance with a punky look, if that makes sense. It's funny, in the newer render, they definitely darkened up his coat compared to how it is in the original game, and I'm gonna lean on the original game's, like, more overall brown look for him. Alright, now let's fill that in like that, and we will use a slightly darker brown, pulled from right here, for this part. So I like the shading going on there. I want to keep that exact shading going on. Let's go ahead and do like, yeah, a 4 thickness brush to go boom, boom. And then bring it back down. Just like this. Oh yeah, we're capturing his coats look real good. Ignore the pants for now. Ooh, I did not need to go to the bathroom when I started doing this, but I gotta go now. And I'm just like, oh boy. No, I think it looked better with that, because that implied the collar a lot better. Just like this. Because lighting is always coming from down this direction, yeah. And then his pants are like, yeah, the exact same material as his coat. He doesn't really have a visible belt in this version. Like, I'm just trying to think about how I'm gonna do this in my head a little bit. We're gonna actually quickly bend the torso down a little. And then go clean cut line. And then use this for these parts. Some of it's gonna stay black though. I know he wears like super tight pants and all the artwork. I guess I should tighten up these pants a little, hang on. They're like tight, but they do still drape over the... So maybe they're not supposed to be tight. Maybe it's a little hard to tell because they do sort of drape onto his shoes. So maybe they are supposed to be a little bit on the saggy end. And then here's what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna there we go. I believe I can just steal. I'm not gonna steal his strap. I'm gonna use a proper, like, just draw up a whole new proper strap. So it looks like this is trying to have the strap be the same color as the ear muff bit. So let's replicate that part of the design. And at a certain point, it will just become a little metal buckle. And that's his backpack's strap. I was gonna, well, his backpack is a very large, bulbous backpack, so let's just do this. Yeah, I think that's a good job of hinting at the backpack being back there. And I think the only thing I still need is a little bit of lighting going on the headpiece. And I think, again, ignore the mostly dark things going on. Oh, wait, no, I see something I'm missing still. I was about to say, I think I'm done, but... I think that looks really good, actually. I was a little worried at first, but I think on, like, after zooming out and looking at it, the gloves look nice. So that's my Rasputin. My Rasputin Sona. Let's remove the reference layer. Let's just get rid of the whip player for now too, and there we go. We got the zombie added on the right, and the zombie me added on the right, and we got Psychonauts me added on the left. I think the next item we add is probably going to go on the right side, because, hang on, distance from the center here is 535 pixels, while over here distance is 515. Wait, really? So 515, 535. The left side is in fact the side that still has less reach out. It's funny, it feels like it's not the case, but I guess, huh. But yeah, there we go. We got the Psychonauts art. Let's hang on. Now make it so that if I do this right, I should be able to hang on. Ooh, that did not do what it was supposed to do. Hold on. There we go. It updated proper now. So yeah, now they're added into the overall banner. Oh, I guess looking at the baseline, I can see that the right side is getting closer to reaching the final color than the left is. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed that little bit of art. And I will see all of you in the next art stream. Ta-ta! Oh yeah, end cards showing up. At the top will be the entire art playlist and the Psychonauts playlist. Yeah! Down bottom left, my ring fell off my finger. Bottom left will be my most recent upload. Bottom right will be a video recommended specifically for you by the YouTube algorithm. So click on this to continue watching. Love you all very much, and ta-ta for now.